January 2015, the final Challenger film was released. It was the 7th film in the series, with the title The Challenger 7 Broken Hope. The intent was for this film to be the ultimate conclusion to the film series. We did, however, have ideas for continuation, which never led to any development, as we decided at one point it would be more impactful to go down the route of a reboot and start from the beginning. In 2016, we decided to take that reboot idea to the next level, and we titled it Dead End. It would have brought back the Challenger all the way to the beginning with a new origin, more detailed this time around outside of just flashbacks. The film, unfortunately, was inevitably canceled due to a variety of reasons, which I'm not going to really get into here because they're not really relevant anymore, as time has passed, and it's actually a good thing the film never got rebooted, because if the series got rebooted, then the Challenger Redemption would not exist today. With this cancellation, Aramis Pachito and I accepted that the Challenger had its time, and that the Challenger Broken Hope was most likely its final film. I think we always secretly had a desire separately to bring it back for at least one more project, small, big, you name it, but it was something we never discussed. That was until 2024. In 2024, I started to think about what a Challenger return would look like. I really wanted to do an homage to the old series while also at the same time presenting something new. But before I went any further with it, I wanted to reach out to Aramis to see his level of interest, because really, it's quite simple. Aramis says no, there's no film, and I close the book. I never really thought he would say no, given how much time had passed and how much fun we had making those projects, but you never know. I didn't want to get my hopes up too high. But if he says yes, then of course that would lead to the beginning of the writing process. Thankfully, Aramis was in fact on board, and the ideas began to roll out. I knew I wanted to have the Challenger in a sort of reflective state, and I thought a good starting point for that was the death of Strike. His girlfriend was Strike from the end of the Challenger 7. Aramis and I had unused ideas where this idea would have been explored, and I thought that was a good homage to that. It was also important to me that we don't tell the audience too much, and we leave it open-ended so the audience can have their own ending. I honestly think all of that was accomplished very well. With these ideas all down on paper, I went over what I thought would work and what wouldn't work. The gun for me had to be a big part of it, given that that was from his father, Jason Sledge, and all the deaths of every character, from the character I portrayed to the character Mike Cavello, and everyone portrayed, was all from the eyes of that gun. And I thought that would be another strong element of the film to bring forward. It was also important that we didn't want to tell the audience too much and leave it open-ended so that the viewers can have their own ending to the film. Once the rough draft was completed, we brought on board Gilbert LaBerge, who I worked with most recently on Decades Apart. He had some line ideas and even the original title. His ideas were used, and to reward that, we gave him a story editor credit on the project. He also led to the unused title. It was the original title that we had for several months, but for one reason or another, we decided to eventually go with Redemption, mainly due to the themes of the film, and redemption was a very strong theme, and it was on the nose and just perfect epilogue. That original title, by the way, was The Challenger City of Sacrifice, which I think is a good title as well, but The Challenger Redemption is definitely a more superior title given the nature of this project and it being a redemption arc and the closing of the chapter of the Challenger. With all that, so with the whole draft and everything all finally completed, we turned the script over to Aramis. and he added a significant amount of strong, hard impacting dialogue to the first half, which really enriched the film. With that, the screenplay was ready to go. The challenger has returned for a perfect epilogue. In 2025, Aramis brought the film into production all on his own, with help from some friends and family. This was the first time that I wasn't present on set for the production of any Challenger project. I was excited to see what they would accomplish, and I was really thrilled with everything I ended up seeing from it. The cinematography and Aramis's portrayal, everything was just some of the best we've ever seen in the series, if not the best, especially those roof shots. All of the film was really strong, and it was a perfect way to close out the series. And once Aramis was done editing the project, the film was ready, and it was released.
Ghosts don't die, they wait. He swore he'd never come back, but the past has a way of whispering your name. You were right. It's not over. This isn't about revenge. It's about something heavier. Redemption. And finishing what never should have been started. It's me.
I can't tell you how proud Aramis and I both are of this film. It is the perfect way to end the series and our respective film careers all at the same time. We want to thank you again all so much for your support. Everyone watching, all our friends, family, our fans, everyone. We're just so thankful for everything. My name is Andrew Di Pardo. Thank you for watching, and keep watching as these films will live on forever on our YouTube channel. Thank you again.